Bandwidth for Vagary.tv podcast provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com. That's C-A-C-H-E fly.com.
Yes, folks, get pumped. That song is a dead giveaway that this is a music show special of Retrocore Classic Gaming Music, episode 58. A week ago, Double Dragon Neon released here in the US, PSN XBLA, and I love it. It's everything I wanted it to be in a beat 'em up. You know, they added stuff like River City Ransom, where you can buy stuff, which in this case are tapes, to level up. And it's just a huge nod to the 80s, and the soundtrack is that too. Just 80s. Everything's 80s. I mean, it's awesome, especially if you grew up back then like I did. So this is just a huge nod. I know I'm breaking my rules of no lyrics. You know, I usually don't play songs with lyrics. But this time I decided to, hey, screw it. This is 80s. This is a throwback. So what I did was, I played the original Double Dragon track before the new tracks from Neon, so you'll get to hear the original and then a couple tracks from Neon, and I hope everyone likes this. Like I said, the game is awesome. $10 is not going to throw you back any money, and if you have PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Plus, it's actually free, so I mean, what do you got to lose? Go give it a try. So, alright folks, let's get into it. Some Double Dragon. I'm your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits of yesterday gaming style. especially going by that last track, you can tell that I was not lying, that this is a huge throwback both in gameplay and music to the 80s. That just reeks of like 80s Madonna, or I'm sure there's other examples that I'm not too familiar with, but just love the music. So the first track there was Arrival of the Black Warriors from Mission 1 City Slums from Double Dragon on the NES. Then we had City Streets 1, Double Dragon 1, Mission 1 from Neon. And that last one, the Madonna sounding one, was called City Streets 2, Mango Tango Neon Jungle. Again, from Double Dragon Neon. So like I was saying, that song, that last one, the Mango Tango, it's like I'll never forget it, because that's my go-to stage for the tape smith to level up the tapes and all that. And I I found that level drops the most tapes. So yeah, that song is forever in my head. Thank you, Double Dragon Neon. So alright folks, let's get into another trio of Double Dragon goodness, shall we? You just gotta love that cheesy, feel-good 80s rock. I mean, I never really was a fan, but it still takes me back to that time. I don't know if that makes sense. But I really, really, really enjoy the music to this because it just takes me back to the 80s, which I did grow up in. So the first one was the original track from the original Double Dragon Riot Mission 2 Industrial Area. And then we had the Double Dragon Neon remix track, which was Space Dojo 1. And then lastly we had an original track, Space Dojo 2, Billy and the Breakers, Firebird. Just cheesy, good feel-good 80s hair metal rock for you. The next two tracks are both original tracks from Neon. They didn't, most stages there was a remix of an older track, but these two, they're originals, so we'll just get into it. I am your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits of yesterday gaming style.
They try to keep your window down and out. But they don't know ya. Quite like I know ya. I know what you're all about. We'll help each other, 'cause you're my brother. We'll win no matter what the odds are. We'll turn the heat up, even if the beat up. We'll stop our foes without a doubt. Keep getting well on, but never feel on till the end. Got a friend, I got your back now. Pick up the slack now, never fear. Army is here. I'm falling hard, love and fear. Glad I am, glad I am, glad I am.
No, we're grabbing line by the
Sharing our minds, we are right, bringing the fight. And I'm glad I am, glad I am. Nothing familiar. They try to kill you every time. It's a crime. You're getting stronger.
Again, both those tracks were original work for Neon. They weren't like remixes or remakes of older tracks. The first one was Countryside, and then we had Countryside 2, Lee Brothers, Glad I Am, both from Double Dragon Neon. And I might add, if you like this music, you can get it yourself for free. I will have a link in the description for this episode. But the music is by Jake Kaufman. I hope that's pronounced correctly. But if you can either give the guy some money, I actually gave him $10. It's one of those pay what you feel it's worth kind of things. And I think he did a hell of a job, and I gave the guy $10. So you can either get it for free if you'd like, and there's a lot more than what I'm playing. I'm not playing the whole album in its entirety. But if you like it, go get it. Give the guy some money. Support, good game music, not your generic orchestrated crap that sounds like it could be from a movie or just anything, I don't know. I'm rambling. So, all right, it's time to get on with it. A track from Double Dragon 2, the original NES, is here. So it's Into the Turf from Mission 1. I'm your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits of yesterday, gaming style. such good freaking music. I can't stress that enough. I really hope this goes over well with everyone. If you didn't notice, Guess the Song is missing from this episode. This is a special, so, it's not going to be here. And it might not come back. I'm not sure. Last episode, no one has claimed the Death Rally Steam code. So go back and listen to the previous episode if you haven't. And try to guess that song. It's very freaking easy. I'm really upset that, the episode's been downloaded over 1,000 times now. And nobody has seemed to get that song. And it's easy. I promise you. So go listen to that. Into the Turf again from Double Dragon 2 kicked us off. The only Double Dragon 2 track to appear remixed in Neon, or redone in Neon, I'm sorry. Remixed, remade, whatever. And then we had Lab 1, which was the remixed or remade version from Into the Turf. And if you notice, the beginning of that track sounded a lot like Devo's Whip It. So I love that. That was pretty awesome. And then Lab 2, Pick Yourself Up and Dance. Again, Double Dragon Neon, original track there. So, good music, good times, good 80s references, good game. Again, I'm sorry I'm gushing over this game, I really am. But just play it, seriously. Okay, folks, it's time for another trio of songs, so let's get on with the show, shall we? Old Nemesis Willie, or Alice theme from Double Dragon 1 started us off there. The NES original track. Then we had the Neon remake of, it was called Two Bride, and I love the surfer theme they went with to that song. It was pretty awesome, I thought. And lastly, we had a spooky tune called Ghost Forest from Double Dragon Neon as well. What game these days wouldn't be complete without, zombies or whatever? There is a level, in fact, where you do end up in a ghost forest and fight skeletons and zombies. Cool part is you can beat them apart and use their heads as a weapon, and pretty awesome stuff. Alright, I got 2 more tracks here, and then I'll cut in before the end here. The next track, Final Palace, I'm about to play from Double Dragon Neon. Both of these Both of these tracks coming up are original works again for Neon. But Final Palace sounds like some kind of, I can't put my finger on which one. Maybe one of you can let me know. But I'm thinking Dynasty. It sounds like a 70s, 80s, kind of sitcom thing. Dynasty, I don't know. Someone out there might know, but okay, I'm done. I am your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits of yesterday, gaming style. You know, after listening to that track that I was saying was like Dynasty, I kind of want to think maybe like Shaft or one of those kind of like, you know, super cool fly. I don't know, Dynasty, Shaft, something like that. You guys get what I'm getting at. But that was Final Palace from Double Dragon Neon, and then we had boss fight music, Giga Skullmageddon, and Skullmageddon is probably one of my favorite villains of all time. He's just hilarious. I mean, if you're fighting him in the game, you can pause it, and he'll tell you tips on how to beat him, so you don't have to go to the internet. Those are his words. So I thought that was pretty funny. If you break the monitors in the background, he starts complaining about you breaking his TVs and how expensive they are. I mean, you can really tell the developers went for the 80s feel, along with humor and the music. Just everything about this game. I love it so much. And I can't wait for the online patch to be patched in, so us the Retrocore guys and us, we can all play together, and with you guys too as well. So this would probably be the end of the show, so I hope you've all enjoyed it. Yeah, I know. People that's played this game are like, what? You're not really going to play it? Seriously? No, okay. I am going to play the end credits theme real quick, called Dared to Dream. And this is after you beat the game. Skullmageddon is, falling. You knock him off a cliff. Spoilers! And he's falling, and he basically sings the whole story of this game. And how, why he kidnapped Marion and all this and that. And it's hilarious. Best end credits ever. It beats Still Alive and anything else that's trying to be humorous for end credits. And even the part when he mentions something about a trophy or achievement, right as he says that, you get your trophy or achievement points, whatever console you're playing on. So perfectly timed with the lyrics and music, and it's just awesome. So here is the end credits to Double Dragon Neon, Dared to Dream. I am your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits of yesterday gaming style.
Dream, and in my dream I made
Did you catch that at the end right there? Yeah, he'll be back. So there is going to be a sequel to this fantastic game. And I hope Way Forward Tech is on there, already working on it. Majesco, you guys are awesome to me. You've never let me down. I love your Shantae game. I love the Blood Rain Betrayal game. Everything Way Forward that I have played has done, I have loved. So Way Forward, my hat's off to you. Jake Kaufman, amazing OST. I love it. I hope these people that are listening to the show love it, and I hope they go get your music. I will have the link in the description of this episode. So go give the guy some money, or if you're broke, go ahead and take it for free. You know, he don't care. He's an awesome guy. So I came back because, yeah, I am going to do Then and Now. The special intro was, of course, the intro to this show, the special intro was the intro to Double Dragon Neon soundtrack. So what I'm going to do is just play the original title screen music from Double Dragon on the NES, followed by Double Dragon Neon's title theme music. So that is your Then and Now, and this would conclude episode 58 of Retrocore Classic Game Music. I have been your host, DJ Sexy Lips, bringing you the hits of yesterday, gaming style.